WSB.
Hi, Sean.
I talked to you yesterday.
Good. You are fantastic.
Thank you.
A great host. Sean is great. Listen to his show.
Absolutely, 95.5.
One mic. All I need is one mic. That's all I need.
Hey! Sully went to show live, local, topical, and relevant, informative, and unique, and fearless. And one of the new things, you heard it as Eric Von Hess was going off air, I wanted to get my young brother in the studio with me. We're going to try this every Friday until, I guess, the consultants say it doesn't work. He's going to come in the studio with me after his show every Friday and do the first segment. Yes. And I appreciate you coming in and staying late. I know it's Friday, but I want to start with this,
okay.
Eric. Thursday, I'm at the airport picking up a friend. I'm waiting in the waiting area, have WSB on like I'm always listening. And you and Erickson,
The other Eric,
the C versus the K, or the K's.
As we say, the other white Eric.
You guys had a back and forth on Ukraine.
Yes.
And I want to just tell you what I thought of it. I thought it was one of the best segments of radio I've ever heard.
Goodness.
No, really. I sent an email. You don't check your email, but I sent an email to the both of you, and I cursed in it. I said that beep was awesome. That's all I sent you both. And what I thought was great about it was neither one of you necessarily hate Trump, and neither one of you necessarily love Trump. So it was coming from two guys observing something, the same thing at the same time, and their views on it without any bias on either way. And what I found, at the end of it, after breaking down everything both of you said, replaying it in my head, everything like that, I realized it really was a worldview difference.
Right. We come from different places on this.
It's just come from different places. How you see the world, and it seems like Eric sees the world like we're number one. We got to stay number one, and whoever's butt we have to kick to stay number one, we'll kick it. And if they want to kick our butts, we will go to war to see who's number one. And your view on it is basically if we leave everybody alone and they leave us alone and we just act like normal, nice humans, the world would be a better place.
And we'd have less of this kind of conflict.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm not naive in the sense that I know that, war is necessary at times, and I know that countries are always messing with one another, even when they're not in a hot war. All of that I understand. But I think that the main thing that Eric and I disagree on is I do not buy into this idea of America has to dominate the 21st century. And he does, and then we just disagree. But my point of view is that if America wants to dominate the 21st century, we will be at war basically all the time, all the way through the 21st century. Are you being a cameraman now?
Yeah, because I'm going to post a video, so I want people to see you.
So I think that's what it'll take. I mean, I don't think it's worth that. I don't think that that other countries aren't going to mess with us or anything like that. Sometimes you do have to bow up, and sometimes you do have to go to war. But they've had us in this cycle of no matter who it is, we got to fight them now so we don't fight them later. But then when you get to later, there's somebody else that you're fighting now, so you don't have to fight them later. And then you're just constantly at war. Meanwhile, you're upsetting. We're knocking over people all over the world. It might be a surprise to some people that a lot of the world doesn't buy into the idea that America should run the world.
Right.
So you're going to run into a lot of resistance.
And the interesting thing was what I found fascinating towards what you just said was this idea that Putin, and this came up, and I thought it was, I saw where it was going, and I said, well, watch, Eric is going to say this, meaning you, Eric Von Hess is going to say this, and exactly what you said. Putin told Ukraine, NATO, hey, kind of don't dance with these people. You're right on my border.
Right.
They told Ukraine, hey, don't dance with the West and America because you're right on my border. If you keep doing this, I'm going to have to do something. And everyone thinks that's not right, and Putin's going to go into Ukraine and take Poland and then move across, and Paris is going to fall.
That.
I don't buy that either.
I don't buy that.
But the funny thing is, that's what we're doing in Venezuela.
Yes.
Because we don't want Russia and China in Venezuela.
Exactly.
And not only that, but we're going so far as to say, oh, it's not about Russia and China and oil, it's about narco-terrorists and fast boats bringing 10 kilos of cocaine to America from Venezuela, 1,300 miles away. And so I'm thinking to myself, why can't you just tell me, hey, Putin doesn't want Ukraine and the West on his border. We don't want Russia and China in Latin America.
Or just stop lying.
Right.
You know, like if the idea that, for instance, you look at like Venezuela, it started with was fentanyl. Well, you could fool a few people a little, but 0% of fentanyl comes from Venezuela. So they've moved on to other things. Even the last thing I heard is Russia, China, Iran.
Right.
They say Hezbollah is there. And this is the greatest one, is somebody in the White House is telling Trump that, what were the machines, the Dominion?
Dominion machines.
That 2020 was stolen from Venezuela.
And Maduro, and not Maduro, the president that just got pardoned of Honduras has evidence that Biden told him to steal the election, and that's why he was pardoned.
Right, yeah. Now, to me, when it comes back to, and going back to Vietnam, that's all I can really, I don't know if they lied in World War II. I don't know. I wasn't. But going back to Vietnam, through all that, is they're constantly lying to us about why we are in wars. Stop lying to us. Listen, if you had a person who lied to you all the time, and then they came in the room and said, "Hey, this is going on, and we got to do," would you immediately be like, "No"? You'd be like, "No, this guy's lied to me a million times."
Exactly right.
And so we were never in Ukraine to save democracy. That was never the truth. But people bought that one, still kind of buy it a little bit. The fentanyl thing. This is what I think would be great for America if this somehow could happen overnight. It never will. That people just simply say, "Well, no, the first thing you told me was a lie, so." Just like jury, I can't trust anything you say.
I can't trust anything
again.
you say.
I'm not gonna, you lied a couple times, that didn't work. Oh, that third thing. Okay, go blow them up.
You're absolutely right.
Just
absolutely
you lied to me
right.
once, I'm not going to believe you.
Let's go on. Just have some fun before I let you go.
All right.
We get an email this afternoon. Holiday happy hour, 4 to 6 on Monday. And I'm not going to say the date because, obviously. My feelings on it are too.
Now, you got to explain that usually they have a full-on Christmas party. It's usually in January.
In January, and I don't mind that. I get it. I don't mind a full-on Christmas party in January. It's on a Saturday night. It's free food, open bar. You can bring your spouse.
Yeah.
They get to meet your coworkers and everything. It's a wonderful event to go to. Now it's on a Monday, 4 to 6. And so I'm thinking I can do one of two things. I could say, I can't make it because I've got to work. Or I can go at 4, leave at 4:30 to come do show prep. Or I can go from 4 to 5:30 and get smashed.
Yeah.
And then come to work. Right.
And then blame your employer.
Because they invited me. What would you do if you were me?
Well, if I was you, it depends. I don't know what it's like to. If you were me, you wouldn't be going anyway, because I never go to these things. And that's, by the way, that's like the thing that got me about this. I never go to the Christmas parties, but it outrages me that they're not having one this year.
So
it's like,
you want to be invited so you can say no.
Yeah, I want to know that if for the first time in my life I wanted to do that, I could have.
I just feel like, I don't know if this is allowed. Maybe I'm skirting the law here, but we have 4 great radio stations, all in the top 6, 5.
And we're all in a row, right?
And we're all in a row. I'm wondering, we can't find one place that'll give us a Saturday night with open bar and free food with 4 radio stations?
Listen.
Like, we have air to offer.
Be smart. Like, this is about, if you do it between 4 and 6, you've got 5 afternoon shows that aren't coming. Their producers aren't coming. Their spouses aren't coming. Yamamoto's not going to be there, which means the alcohol receipts are going to be a lot less. And so it's I think it's done that way on purpose. Listen, if we do it from 4 to 6,
and most of the drinkers are on air.
Right, most of the drinkers,
right.
So you got, not only you're saving your money by not having a full party, you're saving money by Yamamoto not being there. So I think that, in a way, I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's going to be.
I want to be able to say no, I'm not going to the party, so I'm outraged they're not allowing me to do that.
And I want to go to the party, and I'm outraged that I can't.
Because you like free food.
I love free drinks more than free food.
Oh, I haven't seen, because we don't get free drinks in here very often.
Right.
But I've seen you approach seafood that has been in the newsroom, I know, at least a few hours.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine. I don't understand the idea that food goes bad. Cooked food does not go bad.
Well, sure. That's just got a little bit.
After a couple hours.
There's a little wiggle room.
That's it. I got days before cooked food goes bad.
I'm the opposite of you. My wife can't stand it. If something is 2 days old, I'm like, nah, I'm not.
Oh, no. I'm eating on ham from Thanksgiving.
Really?
Yeah. Fresh ham that was in the fridge. I make a sandwich. I take it out the fridge. I have it in a
I'll
plastic
do
bag.
leftovers. And
Yeah,
stuff,
and I
but
make a sandwich and put it right back. And I'm a week in.
I've opened up Kansas soup.
It's
before.
it's a little bit slipperier, I found.
See, that's where it's got to go. No, once you get the glazing, you know what? I will say this. Who do you think, to the audience, who out of the two of us do you think eats more gas station food?
Oh, definitely me.
How do you do it? How do you do it?
I have so I was raised by West Indians in New York City. And my dad was there in my life, but they were separated. So I was raised by a single mom. So early on, it was, here's $10. Go get you some dinner.
Right.
Because she's just come off a 10-hour day at work. So that my stomach is trained and knows, like, if I eat really good food, that's when I get a stomach ache.
Right. You need those hot dogs that are on those rollers. For
right.
6 hours.
And they move them forward when they're cooked. Shelly with the stuff. Shelly with the show. Eric Von Hessler stays. Every Friday we're going to try this, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you, my brother. Have a good weekend. You coming to the tailgate tomorrow? I'm inviting you. You can say no. I'm inviting you, so you can say no.
We should have talked about right here.
Right.
You're having a tailgate for a game you're not going to go inside and watch.
That's what a tailgate is.
No, a tailgate, you do it out before, and then you go in and watch the game.
Do you know how much the tickets are for this game?
Well, I know, but I don't know if you're aware of this. It's televised. You can watch it from home.
That's what we're going to do. We have a 65-inch screen TV out there.
But you can just have people over your home. You don't have to go do it in a parking lot.
No. So you're telling me.
So you want me to drive from Roswell, deal with the traffic around the SEC championship, tailgate with you, get drunk, and then drive home.
Take an Uber. But so the flip side to that is, if I do it at my house, I have to cut by 2/3 the number of people I invite, because I don't want to have these. Most of these people that are coming, I have no idea who they are. I don't want them in my house.
I love
nothing to you guys that are listening that are coming, but so that's why you do a tailgate.
I love you. I love Christmas. I'm a fan of the Bulldogs. The answer's no.
My man. We'll be right back. 448-720-0750 1-800-WSB Talk.